Welcome along to a very special edition of NBL Now. Not just any special edition, it's World Basketball Day. And of course, we love the great game. It keeps us coming back year in, year out. And this is a very special occasion, a bit to talk about with my next guest, who is a legend of the NBL. The Bruton name is synonymous with Australian basketball. I speak, of course, of Cal Bruton, who joins us on, well, probably the second best day of the year. Cal, hello.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. And I apologize. I've been running around the country for the last 2 weeks. My son's graduated from high school and university. I went to the Bullets 40th anniversary. I've had my school wrap-ups and skills school, and I've been yelling at everybody.
Well, it's great to have you, and thank you for joining us. I know you're a little bit under the weather, but as I mentioned, the fact of what today is, I would just love to hear, and I think we'd all just love to hear, what the game of basketball means to you, firstly.
The game of basketball to me means everything. It's been my vehicle around the world, as well as my family. I met many great people through the basketball connection, and it's given me that opportunity to not only help others by teaching the game, but at this point in my life, I'm using basketball as a tool of engagement to bring all sorts of nationalities to the core of enjoying the game of basketball. And of course, if you learn how to play the right way, you can get paid pretty well.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
I missed out.
You played in the wrong era, Cal. You'd be a megastar now. The thing that the reason I wanted to ask you that question first is because every time I see you at a game, and this includes the Blitz, but anytime I run into you in a stadium, you look like you're having the time of your life, and you look like you're just enjoying watching the game.
Always, Jack. You know my philosophy: run, stun, and have some fun. And I appreciate watching all ages, sizes, skill sets. Put that to the test. And having been here for 45 years, teaching the game, playing the game, coaching obviously at different levels. I've enjoyed every single minute. And so when I get a chance to sit back and relax and have a drink and watch the game, that's the best time of my life.
It sounds very, very good when you say it like that. Now, the Bruton Basketball Foundation, let's talk about your foundation's role in World Basketball Day. Particularly last year, it was a first in Australia. And, of course, Bruton Basketball Foundation was all over it.
Yes, we were. We, through my colleague at AFL Sports Ready, he's now with Wide Careers. He met Professor David Hollander, who's in New York City at NY University, New York University. And he's written a book called How Basketball Can Save the World. And, of course, I lit up on that book. I read it. I went, wow, love to meet him. And my colleague, Amory, said, don't worry, I'm all over it. He's going to call you. So I met Professor Hollander, and he asked me to come to the States and join him at the United Nations to promote to the world, 76 countries as it turned out, to promote World Basketball Day. And I was like, yes, this is it. And I went to the airport to get on the plane, and they wouldn't let me on the plane for some reason. To this day, I still don't know. But at any rate, I would liaise with him over the phone and over the net and Zoom sessions, and we were able to put together a promotion that take a shot and make a shot. And we were going this year to say, don't take the risk, make the assist.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we left it a little bit too late to actually get all of everyone joining. But, basketball, as you said, how can it save the world? Well, as you can see, it's brought so many people around the world together, particularly on the Olympic stage and world championships and with FIBA. But in Australia, noticing the growth of basketball from when I arrived here in February 1979 to where it's at right now in this current model, as they say, the modern era, it's grown so much.
So take a shot, make a shot. Part of the I guess the logic and the message behind it, Cal, is that it's not always about your shot. It's about assisting. It's about helping other people as well. And using that sort of basketball metaphor to get the message across.
Most definitely. The Bruton Basketball Foundation, that's what we do. I have all my kids involved with it. I have 6. Of course, 5 of them is use basketball to take them around the world. And my son CJ, of course, is in China at the moment doing that. But my daughter, she's a social worker, and she comes in and does a little work around the program for the girls. So what we do is we try to help the disadvantaged kids get opportunities to play at a higher level. We work with the indigenous in every single state and territory in Australia. I do the traveling all around. We also have the Sudanese community in Canberra, which is growing rapidly, in Bullquall, I'm sorry, is one of our little products coming through that program. We give scholarships to help those kids register into their associations, and then also help them with their rep fees to go on trips. And again, we in the school system using basketball as a tool of engagement to help the kids understand teamwork, resilience, uh, the responsibility of being a good teammate, And we say our favorite saying is teamwork makes the dream work, and
I
that's the
love
way
that.
I've been promoting the game from dot one.
The other factor out of this was the work that the Bruton Basketball Foundation is doing. So tell us about, there were 2 boys at Hoopsfest who were part of and under your sponsorship who were able to be there.
Yes, the young kids weren't able to go, and they gave me a team to coach the ACT. They said that I was putting my hand up to coach my grandson and my son at the under 20 nationals. Unfortunately, I missed out on the opportunity, but the Hoop Fest was the opportunity to get there. And the 2 young fellas who were going to be exceptional players were able to, Alaire and Bull, were able to join me in Perth, and they performed wonderfully. Um, Now they got scouts calling me all the time. I have one young kid, my phone don't stop ringing about Jack Noon because everyone wants
Yep.
him. And I told him just concentrate on what you need to do and things that happen. But what we feel we have to do is assist those kids, because I was one of those kids once when someone gave me that hand and mentored me through my difficulties, because I lost my dad when I was young. Only had my mom and 2 younger sisters. So my mom wanted me to, use the sport, but, use it in the right context and get away from home and understand how to take responsibility. So I did that, and it's brought me here to Australia.
And we are the better for you being here, and we have been for a long time. Take a shot, make a shot. You can check it out, the Bruton Basketball Foundation, on social media. Upload your video. I won't upload mine because I'll miss a lot more than I'll make, Cal, so we'll just talk about it instead. Hey, before I let you go, we're at a really interesting stage in the season. I thought it would be a good opportunity to ask you, who's the best team in this thing right now?
Wow, that's a very, very good question. Um, I was suspecting Sydney to be way out in front, with the talent that they have. I'm looking at what Bryce is doing. Bryce is so nice at the moment, and everyone is rallying around him. And I love the sort of talent base that they have. Um, I also like Melbourne. United has been probably the most consistent team over a number of years now, and they look in the goods. But a sleeper in my mind would be the Brisbane Bullets,
Oh,
mainly because of their physical assets. Those 2 big guys are like none other that we've seen in the league back until 1984, when I saw Tom, is it Burleson, play for North Carolina, 7'4". When you got
yep.
2 guys 7 over 7 foot, that's a package you have to deal with. But you can't disregard Tasmania, although I did hear they just had an injury
Mm.
to the big fella. So Will Magnate. So all of a sudden, I'm now thinking, who is it going to be? Perth probably, with their current form, are looking the goods. And it'll be interesting to see, because I thought New Zealand was going away, but they came right back to the field. But I got a feeling that Perth might be there in the end, but I wouldn't sleep on the Brisbane Bullets if they get their act together, and the Sydney Kings. So I can't pick it.
Cal thinks everyone's going to make the playoffs.
Well,
Hey,
those
Cal,
6.
Any opportunity that I personally have to talk to you, I always relish. You are a legend of the Australian game and a legend of basketball, and we're better for you being in this country. But the work that the Bruton Basketball Foundation is doing as part of World Basketball Day and helping those who haven't quite got the same opportunities as others, that work is amazing. So thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for joining us on World Basketball Day.
Man, thank you, Jack. You do a wonderful job as well promoting the game in the positive light. So, yeah, I'm happy to be a part of any broadcast that you want to bring me into with a better voice, of course.
Yeah, when you get your voice back, I think that's the best way to do it. Thanks for joining us on a very special edition of NBL Now. And, of course, happy World Basketball Day.
Happy World Basketball Day.